Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Good morning. Yeah, it's still morning. I am on my way to a farmer's market. I'm finally getting around to going to the farmer's market today. I was supposed to make that happen throughout the summer and I never got a chance to do it. So we're gonna go today, and Cece is with me. She's in the back, and I had to say, listen, we're gonna go to Dunkin', right? We're gonna go to Dunkin'. So she's cool. She has her Dunkin', and so we are just gonna go out here because I want some fresh produce. I really want to go get some peppers and some yellow squash. Is what I want to go and get. So that is what I'm looking for when I get to this farmer's market, and I'm hoping that it's from 11 to 5 o'clock today. So my plan was to be there, but it's 11:27. Navigation GPS is telling me I'll be there by 12, so that's good. So hopefully, I get some good fresh veggies today so that I can cook them, because I love a pretty plate or a colorful, I love colorful food and stuff like that. That makes me happy. That is what actually helps me to want to cook, especially when I'm using fresh, colorful veggies. It's just something about fresh, colorful veggies that just makes me really, really excited to chop them up and to cook with them. So if it's anything exciting to share with you guys, of course I will share it once I get there, because I'm gonna go ahead and pay attention to this here highway, and I will check back in with y'all once I get there.
Let's take this show on the road. Shit, different day. I'll be bored out my mind. Hometown, love my place, but while I'm in my prime, gotta go get away. Hop a train, cop a flight, and ride. Tonight I gotta break free. My job, those boss be working my nerves. Clock out at phone, do not disturb. My boyfriend's cool. I need my girls, the world is ours, so run it up, let's go to a land where we cannot be found. So off the grid, way too little, slow down. No, me and who when they see me out, booked it 'cause I'm not waiting around.
I'm back home, as you can see, and my son ordered Chipotle so he could have dinner at work, and I thought some chicken was gonna come in this quesadilla, and it's just cheese. It's good though. It is good. It was nice and hot. I definitely have to reset next week, because normally because I wanted to go to the farmer's market today, normally my day today I would have spent editing my video for my upload for Friday, and also doing my cleaning. So of course the day is gone. The day is gone. So I have to do my reset next week. Let me show you what I got from the farmer's market. So I got some chilies, because this goes in that pepper sauce that I was telling y'all about that I want to make. So I don't even need this many chilies, but I got some chilies. I've got the yellow squash, this is a beautiful color. I got some sweet peppers. The sweet peppers, I got this color. and then like a orange and green, and then like this is reddish orange color. And then I just picked up some sweet peppers. Oh, and I got some habaneros, 2 habanero peppers, and then some green bell peppers, green peppers. And then I got 2 orange pretty peppers, sweet peppers. But that's what I was going for. But what I really was going for was, of course, the squash and then the corn. Because this season, I had bicolor corn, right? But it's hard to find the white corn. And so this farm has the white corn. I didn't shuck the corn there, which I should have, but look at this corn. Like, look at this white corn. Beautiful white corn. Beautiful white corn. Look at that. Okay? Like, hello? Just got 4 ears. I just got 4 ears of the corn. I was telling her, I said, if my mom was alive, like she would go ham. Okay? Crazy. So yeah, that's what I picked up from the farmer's market today. This was like the end of their little farmer's market thing that they held all summer long. And I was like, I gotta go get me some white corn. She also said that they had eggs today too, but I already have eggs, so I didn't need any more eggs. But yes, I'm gonna finish shucking this corn and just throwing it in this bag. And then I went inside of Aldi because I ran out of, for one thing, I didn't have any honey. So I picked up some honey for my breakfast toast. And then they have all of their charcuterie things out now. So if you love to do like charcuterie boards and stuff like that, now is the time because Aldi has their entertaining things out. And so I did not grab this last year. So I've got my hands on one this year. So I got that. And then, like I said, I needed some strawberry cream cheese. So I love this cream cheese. I'm thinking that the time is near ending for this because they have out the pumpkin spice and then the salted maple caramel cream cheese. So I picked up 2 of these cream cheeses, and then they have these out. And surprisingly, these were really good. So I tried one because I got one from Trader Joe's, I think like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, oh, let me try this because I do have the strawberry mocha. I didn't really care for the strawberry mocha one. But again, I didn't doctor it up. And I still have some in the fridge. So I was like, you know what? I need to make some recipes with the strawberry mocha one. But this pumpkin one right here, this is really good. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. You guys, happy Sunday. How are you guys doing? I hope y'all are doing well on this Sunday. September is coming to a near end. And I hope everybody's September was everything that you wanted it to be. If not, we always have another chance, right? So I cooked heavy. Last Sunday, so I don't want to cook heavy today. So my plan is I'm about to make some French toast for dinner. I think I'm going to make a salmon and shrimp situation. Not sure how I'm going to make it just yet, but that's what I have in mind. Something quick, something filling, but also good enough to have maybe some leftovers for tomorrow. Y'all know I love having the leftovers so I don't have to be in this kitchen. So for my French toast, I like to use challah bread. And I like to use this bread because it's already an egg bread and you don't have to use much eggs when you are making your custard for your French toast. And I normally get this bread from Trader Joe's, but I picked it up from Walmart. I feel like it's the same bread, just a different packaging. Walmart, Trader Joe's. It's probably manufactured in the same place, but I love to use this bread. I like brioche too. I'm not counting out brioche. And for my custard, I like to use heavy whipping cream. So we're going to be using heavy whipping cream for the custard. I also like to zhuzh it up a little bit, a little razzle dazzle. And I'm going to be using some of this brown sugar oat creamer because it's only a little bit and I am
trying to clear the fridge out. I'm also going to be putting in a dab of this maple syrup in there for the custard. We have here some vanilla bean paste, Trader Joe's. I love this stuff. And then we have, of course, our star of the show is the cinnamon. And then we have our eggs, and I got to get the salt. And then I'm also going to be putting in some nutmeg and or I can get my pumpkin pie spice because that has everything in it. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get started on the custard because I like everything room temperature to sit. So you'll see what I do with the French toast or the bread as I dip it into the custard. All right, so we're going to just crack our eggs. And then we're just going to whip them up like so. So we got that all settled. Just that right there. No measurements here. I freehand everything that I do. Then we're going to put some of this syrup in here. And then we have the vanilla bean paste. Not going to overdo it. That's good enough. Then we have the cinnamon. And then we have the pumpkin pie spice. The pumpkin pie spice has already the cinnamon, ginger, lemon peel, nutmeg, cloves, and cardamom. So instead of using different spices, this is already all in one. And then we'll take our flaky salt and a pinch of that. And we're just going to mix it in until everything is incorporated. Let's cut up the bread. Normally I do slice it thick, but today I'm not going to slice it thick. Look how beautiful this braided bread is. I love challah bread. My very first job was at a Jewish nursing home, you guys, and first I was like helping the patients, the residents get fed, and then I was like this recreation aide, and oh my God, we used to have this bread on Fridays with butter. So good. Yeah. No, I'll put music over it. It's fine. I'll put music over this. Oh, no, babe, this was mop water. I'll make you a tea. I'll put some water in it.
Put that little one again.
These two?
Oh, yeah,
I like to do. I do it. I do use these. You ready? Okay. All right, so we are going to start our dipping process. It's been sitting out for a minute, and with my French toast, I don't like to just dip and then fry. I like to dip and then I like to let my custard sit on the bread for a little while. Not an extremely long time, but I do like for the custard to, you know, have a while to marinate. So once it's in the custard, I'll just put it on this plate and allow it to continue to soak up the bread. So I like to have it like it's filled with something, but it's nothing filled. It's just very, what's the word? It's very custardy, but it's not wet, if you understand what I'm saying. So I like for it to just kind of get a little soaking. And then just shake off the excess, put it on the plate. Make sure every nook and cranny has some of that delicious custard on there. And then we just repeat the process with the rest of the pieces of bread.
Something's got a hold on me. Don't know why I wanna go, I wanna be. Always getting so lonely. Feeling like this. Feels like something's got a hold on me. Don't know why I wanna go, trying you and I keep bleeding. I don't know why you act like you innocent. You wanna take a piece of my heart again. I get it, yeah, 'cause I just don't want you. Something in your eyes, the way you stare me that I like. I wanna let you go, but it's like something else me tight. You might break my heart tonight, but I'm gonna hold it tight. Oh, it feels like yellow, yellow. It hurts like yellow, yellow, yellow. You have to let me go, yellow, yellow. It hurts like yellow. We tried too many times. You're misbehaving. You must not know me. You make me crazy, kinda like Johnny. Don't sit down better, making me lose my mind, 'cause I just don't know. Something in your eyes, the way you stare me that I like. I wanna let you go, but it's like something else me tight. You might break my heart tonight, but I'm gonna hold it tight. Oh, it feels like yellow, yellow. It hurts like yellow, yellow, yellow. You had to let me go.
Good morning. Good morning, sunshines. I hope everybody is doing well today. And y'all know what? I don't know why I be talking to y'all like I'm on Instagram. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Wednesday, October the 1st. Today is October the 1st. Can you guys even believe that we only have 2 more months in this year in cognitive rehabilitation? So it came highly recommended. And so we had to set up a walkthrough to see if we liked the facility. And the facility is cool. And the director was the person who gave us the walkthrough of everything. And I will say that the director was fairly new. She said she was in the role. It's only been 6 weeks that she's been in the role. And so, she said that she came from a totally different background from people with disabilities and trying to rehabilitate themselves. And so she didn't know much about, I'm not going to say much about anything because that's unfair. She didn't know much about, it's my turn, I miss my turn. Wait a minute. Wait, hold up, y'all. Hold up. So she's new in the space of rehab, and she's the director of the facility. So she even admitted that she was, before she got this position, she really was ignorant to the fact of all things are possible, and miracles do happen. And I wanted to say, girl, do you know my God? Do you know my God, baby? Because, baby, let me tell you something. I am a walking testimony, okay? Aside from my daughter, that all things are possible. But I will say that at least she was honest enough to say that you can lose your faith. You can lose your faith. I was there. You understand? I was there in a moment of like, losing hope only because what was being said by the medical providers. You understand? And so I get where she was coming from, but it's just like, God is amazing. God is so good and so amazing that you have no choice but to be faithful after a while. The visit was good and all of that, but the one thing, or the one part that I felt like was missing, was her not coming from that background. And everyone has transferable skills, but I feel like this is something that someone should know something about. Maybe I'm being a little bit too rigid. Maybe I'm being so like rigid about their hiring process with the company. Like, girl, girl, you're not the hiring manager. So with that being said, I try to look at all of the variables and try not to be too rigid or judgmental or whatever about the situation, because I said, well, the first thing that I thought about was, well, they probably, or they could have passed up a lot of good candidates that were highly qualified for the job. And they didn't go that route. Or the benefits could have been shisty. The pay could have been low for what they were asking for. The environment may not have been good. The vibe may not have been good. Right? That could have played a factor. And then another factor could have been nobody wanted the position because it required too much. Maybe that was the case. I don't know. But I was thinking of all of those variables as to why a director of a facility such as that, with that nature, didn't have someone who came from that background. But anyway, I digress. Y'all let me know, am I being a little bit too rigid on this situation, or am I, like, girl, sit down, be quiet. If the facility is a good fit, but if the facility is a good fit, it's a good fit. No matter who. Well, it does matter. Look, here I go. I'm going, T, you going back and forth, T, you going back and forth. Is it, girl, it don't matter who's running a facility? Because I feel like when you are the spearhead of something, you're supposed to know about it. And I get that. Look, with today's economy, with the way the job market is, I understand. But I'm just saying, girl, what are you saying? What you saying, girl? I don't know, y'all. I just feel the way that I feel. Okay.
like this was kind of good to just try it for $12 because I've never tried the cream to milk cleanser, and I was going to buy the big one because I do have it on my my wish list from Sephora, that I already have everything in my basket. So I'll try this maybe in the morning. And let me turn the TV down because I'm got the TV on. But what I really went for was this. Okay, because nobody else has this, or nobody else had it at the time where I placed the order, which was 3 days ago. It may not be sold out now because I'm like, girl, you got to put this back in stock. So I have the original butter drop, and I have like a smidget left. So I said, I'm not going to get that one. I'm going to try this one. And I love it because it is glass and I've never smelled it. So let me smell it. It's very light. It's not heavy at all. I definitely smell the caramel. Yeah. This stuff is so hydrating. This smells really good. And then I just got 2 candles from Walmart today. These candles were $5. And I was looking for that really, really big candle, but they don't have it at that location. This is Firewood and Spice. It has just 1 wick. So in the store, it looks burgundy. But I think it is like it looks brown and burgundy. Child, I don't know. I feel like I like burning these type of candles, the 1 wick. This is really pretty. The glass is ribbed, so it's really pretty. So the fragrance notes are oak wood, balsam, chestnut, pumpkin, allspice, and cassia scented notes. Salted coconut mahogany. This looks like a light cafe kind of color. Citrus, herbal, wood, coconut, and vanilla. And this smells amazing. I like to burn these like in the bathroom. I am about to film another video because I did pick up some stuff from Marshall's. This is my first cup of the day. And I don't know, maybe I will, I never know what I'm going to include in what video, okay? I'm new. This is like beta. Like I'm in the beta phase right now. And what's funny about that is, so if you have not watched that video where I did the fall edit and I was talking about the Dooney bag. And so that video did really, really well for me. You know what I mean? It's not thousands, you know what I'm saying? But it's in the hundreds. And that is my very first 100 something video. And I was quite surprised about that. But I do know that people love, you know, upcoming seasonal things, clothes and bags and things like that. But I did not expect that video to do what it did. And so I'm like, okay, is that what y'all want? Like, is that the algorithm? Like, what? Like, hello? So it's like, you know, I say that to say, you just never know what is going to do what until it actually happens. And so I'm saying I'm in the beta phase because it's like trying to figure out who my audience is or who likes to see what, you understand? And so I have some fall things, you know, coming up or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. So, all right. The people like videos like this. Okay. Check, noted. You know what I mean? And so I'm multifaceted, you know, I like a lot of things. So that's that. But that's my little TED talk for today. I don't have a different type of TED talk today. That's my TED talk. Your girl is in a beta phase trying to figure out what it is, which way to go, you know, and I'm gonna finish having my coffee and I will chat with you guys later.